Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to now the for the back now with the finale of episode 12 of season 2 of Call of the Night. And once again, like I said, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the first season. Season 2 has been really good as well. But I gotta say, what I think season 2 of Don 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 was better. Yes. Do I think My Dress Up Darling and season 2 of Kaiju Number 8 are better than this one? Yes they are. But regardless, though, Call of the Night season 2 has been a fun season though. And so now they finally got they resolved with the problem with the Miss Detective Medjory. Um, after she got drinks with them, like now they're best buds again. They take her home. She's still drunk, and they took her. Well, it was back to it was back. It was back. I think it's back at yeah, I think it's back at Nazunu's apartment. And so they want to get her some waters, but Measuro offers to pay Ko to be like the snuggle buddy, right? Like how what Nazo was doing like from the beginning of the first season. And it's like, hey, I'll go get the water right away. And she's laying in bed and he's sitting next to her. And it's like, tell me about something, whatever. And so Ko begins to tell like kind of like a bedtime story, but it's like he's like reminiscing ever since the first day he met ever things that after he first met Nazuno, right? Everything about the night and all the people that he's met, all the vampires and all of his human friends and stuff that's happened, and so and then Miss Detectives, is like, well, so he's like, do you think it's good to live like an ordinary life? So he was asking the questions like question to live was like to live an ordinary life, right? And so like she also was reminiscing, did I waste the past 10 years for nothing? Because she was so bent on revenge on the vampires that she felt like did she wasted her 10 years of her life all for nothing? So and then even afterwards she fell asleep, and so they leave her and they go meet with Hiko and Skaska, Cobra, and not what was her name? The one that works as the maid in the maid cafe. I almost got the name right though, but they meet with him and Siri and Akun for up on the usual spot on the roof for drinks, and so. And then of course the funny moments where they support like Nazuna with being with Ko's like, oh, how far have you gotten, and she gets all bent out of shape because she doesn't like those type of stuff. And so and then Ko tells Nazuna, hey, you think what it's like to live an ordinary life? Asking the question that the detective asked him, and then she doesn't want to make it feel, and he's saying to Nazuna that she doesn't want to make sure that she didn't waste those 10 years of her life for nothing. So he's thinking like going after the find the vampire that turned her father, because she's also saying because she's been also agonizing over the death of her family since then. And so Ko's asking Nazuna, let's find the vampire that turned her father in the first place, right? And so they leave the party early, and so then this detective wakes up, drinking a lot of water. Say, where is she? And then they walk about on the roof, and so, well, first they're flying. She's carrying him flying, and is like, it's like, well, I'm glad I met you. I'm glad you're the first one I, whatever. How do you quote it though? She got all embarrassed and she actually drops him as he's falling, but she manages to catch him. And so they're walking on the roof, and so and then ends basically. Oh, I forgot to mention before they go before they meet with the friends on the roof. They go to the maid cafe where Midori, that's her name, Midori. They go to the maid cafe where she works at, and so of course she makes Nazuna put on that maid outfit again, and then she meets with that guy Midori LG Midori's offspring, Midori's offspring, where when they met at his place, right, and ask, oh, he's her type of guy, right, and so asking about the whole human memories thing before, right, so he's there at the May Cafe, so then Ko has a little chat with him, and then after this, that's when they go meeting on the roof with the other female vampires. And then after that, at the end where we see a one shot with the detective, on the balcony. She was about to smoke a cigarette, but she puts it back in the carton. So maybe she's gonna stop smoking. I don't know. but but then on the roof, Nazna goes and comes from behind and sucks on the his blood on the spot on his neck, and then after the credits, it goes back and plays the song from the ending song from the first season from Creepy Nuts, which is okay. That was nice, because I like that song. So it was nice that they for the finale of the season they put the ending song from the ending of the first season into this one, just for this one here. So yeah, overall, yeah, I enjoy the season. I enjoy the characters. Once again, the lighting in the background, how it was from the first season, was nice to look at once again. The detective, she played a much more bigger character in this season than the last one. Well, of course, she was introduced more towards the end, though, but this one established out her character more of the tragic with her family, her raising for hunting vampires, and so. But it was I enjoy the characters, so season 2 of Call of the Night was fun, and now I haven't read the much more afterwards. Maybe there was another a little more after it though, but not entirely sure because I haven't read the rest of it. I only read part of it though, so but but overall, if that's how it ends like this, it ends like this. So I'm not complaining though. But season 2 of Call of the Night was fun. I enjoyed the first season, and season 2 has been fun as well. So, but well animated, good songs, and once again, I enjoy the characters as well. So, and also a little more backstory on Naza, how she came to be, how she was born, like with her mother, and as well, trying to discover memories and stuff like that. But yeah, but it was season 2 was fun though. So that's done. Now we have left is My Dress Up Darling. That's gonna be the finale of that. Then we have a couple more episodes with to go with Kaiju number 8. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Later.